I gotta hear about the meeting Lupe because
Oh,
Lupe was one of my favorites when I was younger too. Like those first two albums, I just absolutely loved. What was that like? Did you get much time to talk with him, or was it kind of a meet and greet quick thing?
It wasn't even like he didn't even have a meet and greet. It's crazy because like so I did the painting. I didn't even know I was gonna meet him at first. I just did the painting. I was like, all right, Lupe coming to Lynchburg. I think I had like a week and a half. I was like, I got it. I'm gonna do this painting. I'm gonna find a way to get it to him.
That's amazing.
So I hit up the dude, I guess, who was like hosting it, like at Phase 2 or whatever, like that. I'm like, yo, what do I have to do to get this to Lupe? He was like, oh yeah, buy the VIP tickets or whatever like that. So, me being young, I'm like, all right, that's smart. Yeah, buy the VIP tickets and stuff. So, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get these VIP tickets. It was like double the price of like the floor tickets or whatever. So I'm like, all right. And my girl went with me. So I'm like, I gotta get her a VIP ticket too. All right. So I get to VIP. It's like 3 people up there. I'm like
Everyone's very important.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't very important.
I'm like, so before I get to VIP, I walk in the door. I'm like the first one there. I'm hyped. I got the painting in here. Showed the security. I'm like, yeah, I got this painting. I'm supposed to be meeting Lupe. I didn't know I was supposed to be meeting Lupe. I told him that. He's like, oh, that's dope or whatever. A lady walks by. She's like, oh, I like that. She gets on the elevator. He was like, oh, that was Lupe's manager right there. I'm like, wow. Like, that's my opportunity. I'm like, so I'm like, kind of like, pissed off already. So we go to VIP. They got free food and stuff. Like, at least they got food. So we eat and stuff. And then Quincy and them came.
A little bit more important now.
Yeah. So I'm a little happy now. Quincy and them came. Everybody, like, literally everybody who's there is like, so the bottom floor is packed. So I'm like, I pay for VIP. And like we go downstairs where everybody else. I'm like, I spent all that money.
Right.
So and everybody downstairs.
Down on the floor.
Exactly. I'm like, why do I want to be in VIP? Like nobody's up here.
I'm far away from everything.
Like you pay a VIP for nosebleeds.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's wild. My man's really got you. That's
finesse.
So I've been texting the dude while I'm there. I'm like, yo, so how am I get this to Lupe? You say, you're gonna help me out. And he's just like, oh yeah. And I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
wild.
and then like he eventually I couldn't find him there. He wasn't responding back and stuff like that.
Of course not.
So I was telling Quincy, I was like, yeah, I gotta get this to Lupe. I gotta find some way. I'm like determined. I ain't do all this for nothing. Yeah. So like I'm walking around. I go to like his merch table and I asked the dude, I'm like, yo, is there a way I can get this Lupe? He was like, I don't know. He don't like talking, don't really want people coming back to his room and stuff like that or whatever. Yeah. I'm like, cool. He's like, but I'm gonna find you out in the crowd. Don't worry. He's like, when the show about to start, I'm gonna find you. I'm like, you ain't about to find me. But like, cool, thank you.
So much bull at this point.
Exactly. Like, I'm ready to just go back to VIP now. But I'm gonna find you. I'm like, cool. Like, show about to start. I feel like tapping on my shoulder. He like, come on, you only got a couple seconds. Come on. So I'm like telling Quincy like, yo, come on. Yeah, facts. We going over there. He tell Quincy like, nah, you can't come in and stuff like that. Like, I'm like, trash, but bet. All right. So I go in there and stuff, and like I see Lupe, and it's like weird. It's like, cause I think he was so his back was to me. He's like rapping his verse or whatever, I guess practicing. I'm like, this is weird because he's tall. He like 6'2" or 6'3". It looked like yeah, he's like tall.
I didn't know he's that tall.
I didn't know
that.
Yeah. So I'm like kind of like not looking up to him, but like slightly like, yo, you kind of tall. Yeah, and it's crazy because like growing up, like I knew like a million things. Like I just know I got rap to him. But like I like not froze up. It's like I don't know what to say. Like I'm here in front of you, so I like dapped him up and stuff. Be like, yo, this is dope or whatever. And then he like autographed it. And then like I asked him like perform 2 songs and stuff like that. He ended up like performing it and stuff. So like that was like really dope. Yeah. And like yeah, like that just like made my night for. I'm like, yo, after all of this all it took was not buy VIP tickets.
Everything.
Just hit the merch table.
Hit the merch table.
That was dope. Yeah.